Hello everybody. Happy I don't know what day. I will be posting this sometime next week and it is my day off and I want to color so I can relax. And here I am. I have some really cool books that I've been coloring in, little corner. I've done a lot of coloring in this book. This was my very first book by Coco. I have Girl Moments, which I haven't started yet, which I really want to. I got Cozy Friends. I really like it. So, and then I got a couple more from my friend Lisandra. She sent me Hygie Place. And she sent me Food and Drink, which is really fun and simple. So I will be coloring with all of these. Now I have 6 Coco books, which is amazing thanks to you guys, because you guys love on me and send me books. And I truly appreciate you. I'm zooming in because obviously I'm going to be coloring. And I have my water here. Let me make sure I fill up my Hello Kitty cup. So I have plenty of water. I have a little bit of coffee left. And I just want to relax on my day off and color with you guys. So I'll be chit-chatting on and off. I definitely am not doing an ASMR video. That's something I kind of accepted, that I don't really like the super quiet ones. I like watching them, but I don't necessarily enjoy doing them. So I'd rather do like the kind of sort of chatty videos so I can chit chat with you guys as I color. And that way it's a little more engaging than just me coloring. I mean, there's going to be moments where I'm just coloring quietly, but I definitely want to do like some type of commentary on the coloring as I go. Everybody does their own thing. I saw some people coloring these books with crayons and it looks so cute. I saw some people coloring these with just regular markers, not like alcohol-based markers. If you are using any type of marker though, I recommend you use like a paper like this to, you know, grab any of the excess color that, you know, goes through, and that way you don't ruin other pages. I made the mistake of doing that one time and I was like, no. I knew that I had to do it, but you know when you just start coloring and just forget to check that? That's what happened. It was more that. It wasn't that I didn't know. I totally knew. This color is Lettuce Green, YG09. And I'm going to be adding New Leaf YG23 as a color like in the middle to kind of give this multicolor for the tree. That's why I left some open space. If you haven't watched my previous video, go check out my previous video where I color my freebie available in my Ko-fi. I have a link in the description below. It is a coloring freebie where you color with me. I'll be releasing coloring freebies every 100 subbies that I gain. So if you like to color, go on, get it. It's fun. And I colored it on my last video with you guys, so we could do it together. There's nothing like using your own freebies, and I like that. That way you can, you know, take advantage of it. If you don't have a ton of money and you don't want to spend money on coloring books, that's a great way to get yourself coloring for fun, and you can print it as many times as you want. I added a third color. And this is, let me tell you now, YG17 Grass Green. and just added a little shadow, just a tiny bit. Alrighty. I'm guessing this is their home, like in the background. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna color that. I'm gonna make it this pale lilac color, V12. That way I can have the background done. I tend to like to do the bigger coloring parts first. Some people like to leave that for last. One of the things I've mentioned before is that the alcohol markers tend to kind of bleed into the page, so you don't have to press hard. You can simply just do a light brush of color, and it definitely fills the line you want, right? So you don't have to overdo it, because if not, it'll bleed through to the next spot you gotta color. So I just gently tap it and it fills in. So like, especially when I'm outlining like this, just to make the separation between the back and the next thing I'm gonna color. It doesn't bleed too hard if I just gently, I barely am touching the page with the marker. And I'm not an expert, guys. I'm not a professional artist. I definitely have taken a lot of art classes. I have been to art school, but I don't do art as a full-time job. I feel like it's a craft and you have to definitely work on it all the time, and I don't. So I am artistic. I just don't do it as my job, right? But I have picked up a lot of tips and tricks over the years, because I do find art as a hobby for myself more than a job, right? Okay, so I outlined, and then I'm gonna go in and color. I got a new chair in my office and I am loving it, because it gives me great lumbar support, so I can be here for quite some time and not hurt as much in my back. My other chair was a great chair because it was a wide chair and I could put my legs on it, like across my legs, but it was flat and it was killing my back, and it was all squeaky and messed up, so I had to get rid of it. Cool. And I gotta do the grass, and I have grass green here on G17 grass green, and I could do different tones, and I think I will, but I'm gonna at least do a quick swipe of this grass green. This is a cute little tea party in the garden. I love it. When I went to England for my birthday, I had a picnic and in front of Buckingham Palace. In Europe, picnics are a big thing, I could tell. And we got a birthday cake, and I sat in front of Buckingham Palace, and I we had some Moscato and cake and snacks and food, and we ate, and it was great. Oops, this one keeps popping out, and it's driving me crazy because that means I have to buy a new tip. It like goes back in place, but it's annoying. And whenever I think of picnics, I think of that birthday back in 2018 when I turned 30. I was so happy to be in England and in London specifically, and it's always been a dream of mine to go to England and London, and I did, and I made it, and I saved all my money, and I was able to go, and it was so exciting. And that picnic was like a symbol of my hard work, and I loved it so much. It was very simple, right? But it was so awesome for me. It was such a great experience to be able to go somewhere I really dreamed of going. I was able to save money to go, and then I was able to do all the things I wanted to do. So that made me so happy. You guys have no idea. How happy. All right. So my grass is done. I wonder if you guys can see. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah, you guys can see. You're in frame. All right, and it's close enough. I just want to make sure that you guys can see everything. Let me grab a little sip of the little bit of my coffee. Okay. I don't think this is their home. I think it's a business because it has this little awning. But it's a cute place. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do a really dark pink for this half to give it some shadow. My guess is it's supposed to be in the fall because it has little leaves and a pumpkin. I've been listening to my audiobooks lately, and I'm almost done with one. I think I'll be able to finish it this week. I'm definitely going to try to finish it today. So that'll be nice. I've been at least able to finish one book a week, which has been a good goal of mine. Reading and coloring are definitely things that I love to do to relax, especially with how crazy my job is and how busy I am at work. I don't do a reading channel because my reading is sporadic, and I feel like I wouldn't be able to give people like really good recommendations. I mean, I could give people recommendations, but my reading is also like I like what I like, and I read what I like, right? So one of my biggest things is like I don't read fads and stuff like that. Like some people just read what everybody else is reading, and I don't necessarily like to do that. I've also over the years really invested myself in certain franchises. I guess you can call them franchises. And you know, I definitely like to, oops, that's not even a good color. So this one has to be filled in. Let me get a lighter. Like Robert Galbraith, that is the lady that wrote Harry Potter. I forgot, J.K. Rowling. It's a detective book. It has nothing to do with Harry Potter. It's an adult, modern, you know, England, London book series. Absolutely love it. I think it became a show. I don't want to watch it because I don't want it to ruin my book, you know, my books. I am so invested, and there's a new one coming out in 2025, and I'm reading the one that came out in 2024, I believe. Oh, I just started. I had barely even like made a I think I've listened to like 2 chapters or 1 chapter. So yeah. So there's that. I am going to just color this a green. If you hear the TV noise, I have someone in the other room listening to TV, so I apologize if you hear some type of like talking. That's not me. That's in the other room. I have the door closed, but you can kind of still hear because I'm so quiet right now. I mean, it's not obnoxiously loud, but just in case you can hear it, that's what it is. I did 2 different colors for a relief. I don't care because that one is a little dry, so I put that to the side. One of the things I don't like about the Copics is that I have to fill them up, but that's what I like about the Copics, that I have to fill them up. Does that make sense? But I haven't used these in so long that some of them just need that extra TLC, right? So once I get them all back up and running, I'll have to do it as much. Okay. I think I'm going to make it like a little light brown for this stone right here. I'll just color it all the same. I was going to do different colors, but you can only see like a few pieces, so I'm not going to get all detailed. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make a little pattern with like darker brown, just like little dots. And then the door is going to be, I got to think about that. So let me get my burnt umber E29. And I'm going to make little dots just all over the rock, just to give it a pattern. nice. And for my wall, I kind of want to make a pattern too. And I think I'm going to go with this darker violet V9. And I'm going to draw little tiny hearts. Just to make it really cute. It's going to be little hearts and little dots. That's what I'll do. But the dots, I'm going to make them white. I have a white gel pen. I'll tell you the name in a second. It's a really good quality gel pen. And the gel comes out really, really cute. I mean, really, really cute is not really a thing, but like really, really strong, pigmented. But I'll do that detail at the end, because I don't want to smear it by mistake, you know. All right, so I drew some little hearts, and then I have this pen. It's, let me see which one I've been using. This one. So I'm going to take out the sticker. It just says 153 white. It's the Uniball. It's the Uniball Signal Broad gel pen. And you can get these from the Blick art store, or you can get these from Amazon. Or any art store, really. I think even Michael's has it. And it's such a pigmented... I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use it. And you're going to see that that is really, really pigmented. And I'm just going to do little like dots to make this pattern as the back wall of this shop, this coffee shop, this little lunch spot. I'm just going to do this side. And I'm going to stop. That way I don't smudge it. I have one side drying. I can do like a couple more dots in here. All right, how freaking adorable. All right, so I'll continue with that in a minute. And then I'm going to do these rocks down here. I'm going to match the rocks to the rocks over here from the door frame, just so it kind of all is cohesive. And then I'll take the dark umber, the burnt umber again, and then just go and do like the little polka dots again. So then it kind of all has a theme and matches, like they thought about their decorations, you know. And while that dries a bit, I am going to decide on what I'm gonna do for the flowers here. I think I'm gonna make them like really bright pink. This fluorescent pink, or pretty much highlighter pink. It just has like a neon tinge to it. I'm going to take the lettuce green. to grab the burnt umber. And I'm going to do my little polka dots on the rock to match the rock on the door frame. There we are. I haven't decided what color my little bunny rabbit's gonna be. I think my little bunny rabbit's gonna be this violet. It's like a lavender, not even a lavender. It's like a pinkish lavender. Oh no, he blends up with the wall. So no on that. I'm gonna do this light hydrangea B63. Like a blue purple. It kind of matches my nails. It's so cute. Why is he a blue purple bunny? I don't know, because he's cute. His little cottontail is going to stay white. I'm going to just make some gray outlines. But I'm going to leave it white. So cute. And I'm going to grab this CO Cool Gray. It's like a white gray. And I'm literally just going to outline his little, not even color it all the way in, his little cottontail. All right. Let me grab my orange again and use it for my carrots. And then I'm gonna grab my green, color the top of the carrots. Okay. I'm gonna make the tablecloth this light yellow. It's a canary yellow. Oops, I forgot this one is dry, so no. That one has to stay out so I can fill it. I don't want any of those yellows. I think I'm gonna do this macadamia nut, which is like an off-white yellow color. And the colors that you're seeing through, it's also the back of the paper that I have in the back. It's not actually, like, if I pull it, you see. This is like an off-white yellow tinged with a little gray. So we keep the tablecloth very neutral, since there's so much color around. Okie dokie. I'm gonna take this caramel-y brown light camel, and I'm gonna use it to color the table, legs, and I'm gonna color the chairs as well. I've been having a lot of fun on my budgeting channel doing the color and save on Tuesdays. I could tell it's not everybody's favorite video of the week. I can see it based on the views, but I know that there's a lot of you guys that do enjoy it. And it's nice to do something different, you know? Since my little bunny is gonna be like a blue purple, I'm gonna make my little bear like a pink. I've been quietly thinking about what color to use. All right, so that goes there. And then I'm gonna use this begonia. Let me see. Yeah. And I gotta color his boots. He's got boots on. Oops. Not enough color. I'm gonna have to use another pink. All right. Do I want to add the pale pink? Let's see. Yeah, it works. I can blend the other color. It kind of throws me off seeing like the colors from the bottom of the paper coming through. But I don't want to use a new piece of paper every time, a new cardstock piece, because that's expensive. I like to reuse and recycle as much as I can. So the fact that but it trips me up. I'm just gonna leave him like that, not too dark pink. All right, and I'm gonna do little yellow boots, like rubber ducky boots. It's so cute. All right, and then a little hat. Let me grab this aqua. And then I'm gonna do that yellow that I did for the boots for the bow, so they're kind of a little color coordinated. I know it'll make the dark colors pop. Cute. All right, so what color do I want to do the plates? I think I'm gonna do like a blue, like this really light pale aqua, because I have a lot of purples and a lot of pinks. So it's all gonna match all the sets, so they're all gonna be the pale aqua. And then I gotta color the pie. And then the vase can be its own color. The vase can be I'm gonna do a pale blue for the vase. Because blue and yellow go really well together, and the tablecloth has a little yellow bit, tiny bit. And then now, I've already colored these, even though you can barely see it. And then the pie, I'm just gonna make it like, because it looks like cherry, so I'm gonna do the crust. I'm gonna get red. And I'll do like this neutral gray as like a, I know it's kind of weird. The door is gonna be, I guess, the dark purple. Excuse me. Kind hair to look like it's wood that's painted purple, you know? At least that's what I'm going for. That's why I'm gonna accentuate it that way. So it has the lines. And then I'm gonna do the doorknob black. And then I'm gonna keep doing my little polka dots. My little white accents. For the background. Such a cute little spot. Nice little simple place. I like got a little weird there. I like it. What do you think? Do you like it? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you enjoyed coloring with me. Let me know what books you're working on. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I have my Instagram link below if you want to send me any pictures or tag me on your coloring stuff. I'd love to see it. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Look at how cute, you guys. Oh, wait, I'm over here saying goodbye and I still haven't finished my tree. Let me grab my Caribe Cocoa Brown and color my tree trunk. I wanted it to be a white tree, apparently. Now we got it. Boom. There it is. Let me zoom in. Well, I'm also gonna take this off so you guys can see it without that in the back. How cute. I love it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.